and welcome to your yoga practice. I'm Mark from Viniyoga and I'll be taking you through your practice today. As always, remembering that it's your practice, so you do as much or as little as feels comfortable. At any point anything doesn't feel comfortable or doesn't feel quite right, please stop and then take a break before continuing. If you're ready, I'm going to get you to come down to lying onto your back with your knees softly bent. So if you have deep shoulders like I have, you can always pop the head onto a little thin block or a cushion, but as long as it's not tipping the head forward. So just coming down to lying onto the back with the knees just very softly bent. Going to have the feet about hip width apart, knees hip width apart, and just taking a moment with maybe the eyes softly closed or the gaze relaxed if that feels a little more comfortable. Just allow the thoughts of the day just to settle, and the breath just finding its own comfortable rhythm. And once your breath is settled, we're going to one by one bring the knees up over the stomach, placing the hands either lightly onto the knees or behind the back of the knees if that's a little more comfortable. Lower legs and feet nicely relaxed, and the shoulders just soft. As you take an exhale, you're going to bend the elbows, gently drawing the knees in towards you. Remembering this is a soft movement, you're not looking for the knees to come up around your ears. As you inhale, you're going to lengthen the arms, just supporting the knees. See if you can keep the knees parallel with the hips, but if they need to go a little wider, please let them. Exhaling, little bend of the elbows, drawing the knees softly in towards you, feeling the lower back moving down to the support of the floor. Inhaling, gently lengthening the arms, supporting the knees. There should be no tension at any point in the body. It's just a very gentle, little relaxing movement. As you exhale, there's a little draw of the abdomen in to help bring the knees or guide the knees in towards you. As you inhale, there's an expanse of the abdomen which helps to guide the legs gently away. And just twice more, 2 more breaths. Once you've completed, one by one, releasing the feet gently back down onto the floor. Just bringing the arms comfortably down by the sides of the body. We're going to take a lying twist. So if you know that it's not so comfortable for the knees to come all the way down to the floor, you can always use a block or a blanket just to sort of rest the knees up against so they don't come as far down. You can always have the feet about hip width apart, knees about hip width apart. You could always pop a blanket between the knees just to keep the legs nice and parallel, so as they come over you keep that support through the legs, that support through the hips. Or if you'd like to take a slightly deeper twist, bring the feet together and the knees together. But remember, this is a relaxing practice, so you're taking it gently, not to the extremes. We're going to move the arms away from the sides of the body, You can take them anything up to shoulder height, but just so that they're out of the way, so there's space for the legs to move from side to side. Palms facing down into the floor, chin softly tucked, and again just allowing the eyes to either be softly closed or the gaze to be relaxed. Have the eyes open if that is more comfortable. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you'll take the knees over to your left. Again, just moving to where feels comfortable. As you inhale, you're going to bring the knees back to centre. You're going to keep the gaze looking up towards the ceiling so we're not moving the head. Much more comfortable for the neck. Exhaling, you're going to take the knees over to the right. Again, just moving to where the body wants to. It will release into it anyway. Inhaling, come back to the centre. Exhaling, take the knees over to the left. Inhaling, back to centre. And exhaling, over to the right. Inhaling, back to centre. Just allowing the breath to be relaxed. To allow the knees to go over to the side, moving at your breath capacity. It's not a race. You're just settling the body with a little bit of movement before we stay for a bit in our relaxation. Exhaling over to the left. Inhaling, come back to centre. Over to the right. Coming back to centre. We're just going to take that once more on each side. Back to the centre. And then you can exhale, relax the arms back to the sides of the body. Again, just taking a moment with the palms pressing into the floor. Just letting the breath settle once more. You can take the feet a little wider. That's more comfortable. And then you can take a little bit more movements. I'm going to bring the left knee up over the stomach. I'm going to place the back of the hands, left hand, behind the back of the left thigh. If that starts pulling on to the shoulder at any point, maybe bring the hand round to the front. So you're just giving it a little bit of support. You're almost using the hand as a suction cup. But you're just looking to support the leg. Keep the right knee bent, foot firmly onto the floor. As you inhale, you're going to gently extend the left leg up towards the ceiling and just a little flex the foot back towards you, just so you get that soft length through the back of the leg. Exhaling, going to relax the ankle, lower the leg gently back down, let the knee soften. Inhaling, going to extend the leg up towards the ceiling, flexing the foot back towards you at the end. If it's not so comfortable, or if it starts to pull too much onto the leg, maybe don't bring the foot back quite as much. Exhaling, lowering the leg. Again, keeping that left shoulder nice and relaxed. Inhaling, extend the leg up, flexing the foot softly back towards you. Exhaling, relax the ankle. Bring the lower leg gently back down. I'm going to take that twice more on that side. But as always, resting at any point that the breath or the body wishes. And once you've completed, lower the leg gently back down. And we're going to bring the right knee up over the stomach. Again, placing the hand either behind the thigh or onto the front of the thigh if that's a little more comfortable. Again, lower leg and foot nicely relaxed. Right shoulder soft as well. As you inhale, going to extend the leg up towards the ceiling and gently flexing the foot back towards you. Exhaling, relax the ankle, gently lowering the leg back down. Inhaling, raising the leg, gentle flex of the foot back towards you. Exhaling, relax the ankle, gently lowering the leg. Repeating that movement. Just twice more on that side. Just bringing the foot back down onto the floor. Just taking a moment. Let the hand come back to the side of the body. Just let the breath settle. Just noticing any subtle changes in the body, any subtle changes in the breath. Then going to come down into our Shavasana. So you can either extend the legs down the floor, having the feet about hip width apart, have the arms loosening out to the sides of the body with the palms facing upwards. If that starts to pull onto the back, pop a cushion or a blanket underneath the backs of the knees. If that's not comfortable, you can always come up into a seated position. Now, the option for a seated position is you can either come on to a block or two or to a cushion, so you can stretch the legs out in front, you can have the legs crossed, or if you prefer to sit with some support at a gentle angle, please do, but please don't allow the back to sag and relax. You want to still have it nicely supported. But we're going to have the eyes closed, or maybe the gaze just relaxed if that feels more comfortable. And we're just going to bring one hand onto the abdomen, one hand onto the upper chest, shoulders relaxed. Maybe take the hands a little wider so you can rest the arms against the floor if you're lying on your back. And just taking a couple of breaths there, allowing the body just to settle, allowing the breath just to soften a little further. When it feels comfortable, you can release the hands, again resting them to the sides of the body or into the lap if you are sat up. We're just going to take our focus into our hands. You're going to gently spread the fingers gently spreading the palms of the hands, feeling them opening and reaching. As you exhale, just allow the hands just to soften, allow the fingers to come back towards each other, but still keeping a bit of space between them. As you inhale, you're going to spread the fingers, open the palms of the hands, feeling some length through the fingers. Exhaling, relaxing the fingers, relaxing the palms of the hands. Once more. Just take a resting breath. I'm just going to very softly take a little squeeze between the shoulders, just to either guide the shoulders back to the support of the floor, or if you're sat up, just towards the sides of the body. Remembering it's a gentle little squeeze. You're just looking for that bit of space across the front, the shoulders, across the front of the chest. Exhaling, just allow it to soften. Inhaling, it's a subtle, gentle little easing, little guiding of the shoulders. Exhaling as they settle. Once more. Take a breath. Take the focus down to the toes. I'm going to inhale, I'm going to gently spread the toes. Going to feel that length through the soles of the feet. Exhaling, let them settle. Inhaling, going to spread the toes, lengthening through the soles of the feet. Exhaling, let them settle. Once more. Take a resting breath. Then draw the focus gently back to the breath. Just noticing the flow of the breath moving in and out of the body. Not looking to alter, just to observe. And then we're just going to bring a little count into the breath. And we're going to count from 30 back down to 0. So as you inhale, that's 30. As you exhale, that's 29. Inhale, 28. Exhale, 27. Inhale, 26. Exhale, 25. Inhale, 24. Just repeating that count. Back down to 0. If you lose count or forget where you got to, just start back at 30. Repeat the process. Release your breath, release the count. Gently start to bring some movement back into the body. Gonna wriggle the fingers, gonna wriggle the toes. Maybe a gentle little roll of the wrists, maybe a gentle little roll of the ankles. Maybe a soft little stretch through the arms, through the legs. And just come back to rest. Roll on to one side of the body. Gently guide yourself up on an exhale to a comfortable seated position, keeping the eyes softly closed. Just take about 2, maybe 3 breaths here, just allowing body just to settle, the breath to soften once more. Allow the eyes to gently open, coming back into the room. Your yoga practice is now complete. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed your practice and feel a little more relaxed than you did at the start. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat very soon. Take care.